Good morning. Why do I look a little crooked? I just think it's gonna sit that way. Do you guys see my cutouts I got? Aren't those cool? Halloween cutouts. How is everyone? StreamYard, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's because I still use the free version, but they used to save my info. So, my little right here, that used to be saved. And so I just popped on when it was time, and they are not currently saving that info, and I'm having to retype it in every time. So I was a little bit late popping on this morning. Good morning, Diane. If you guys saw my haul, then I was disappointed when I got home and this coffee cup has a crack. The crack seems to be in, good morning, Geneva, seems to be in the glaze and not in the actual mug, because I filled it up with water and I didn't get any leakage. And I'm drinking coffee out of it this morning and no leakage, but I was still a disappointment because I bought it for resale and then it had a crack in it. But I thought I'd try it out this morning. It is signed on the bottom and I couldn't read the signature, but that might end up in my dollar sale stuff because it's not my style since I bought it for resale. Good morning, Roxanne. How is everyone? So, last week my sister was really sick and missed the whole week from work. The week before, my nephew had missed the whole week from school, and now my poor brother-in-law has it. I'm hoping next week is not my turn. I've got too much going on this month to be sick. Yes, Diane, we have to call that a win if we're up and moving. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I used to be a massage therapist and I owned my own business. And most of the time it was just me working out of my office. Sometimes I had a renter in there, but I never had employees. So if I didn't go to work, we had no money, and I was a single mom supporting 3 kids and did not get much help from my ex-husband. When our last one was born, he actually moved out of the county, so he wasn't available to help with doctor's appointments or daycare pickups, anything like that. And then when they were a little bit older, he moved out of the state. And he also worked very intermittently. So I did not have a lot of financial help, and I did not have a lot of physical help. So I was a single mom. And when you're a massage therapist, you are in a closed room with breathing another person's air for 30 minutes to 60 minutes at a time. And so people would come in to get their massage and be sick, even though my policies clearly stated that you would not be charged a late fee if you had to cancel because you woke up that morning sick. Good morning, Alice. So I gave everybody so many outs to not come in when they were sick. And people would say, well, I thought I might be coming down with something, but I didn't want you to miss out on the money for the massage. Except now you've made me sick and I've missed out on the money for 4 days of massages. Oh, it was very frustrating, but I had to do a lot to boost my immune system. And those are still things that I do today. And the number one thing, and it's the very first thing they teach you in massage school, is hand washing. Very first thing. They will come around and inspect your hand washing. They will inspect your fingernails. They will watch you to make sure you have washed your hands, the whole hand, the back. I mean, we washed all the way up to here because you use your arms like to massage the long muscles. But hand washing, very first thing. And so I always taught my kids, as soon as we came in from running errands, first thing you do is wash your hands. So hand washing was my number one. We're always going to hand wash. And then if I had somebody that I suspected was coming down with something, whether or not they said it was allergies, then I went around with the Clorox wipes and Clorox wiped everything they could possibly have touched. Now, everything got sterilized in between every person anyway, but I went the extra mile and like went around the waiting room in case they had touched things in there. Like I would step outside and clean the door handle on the outside of the business. And then I do vitamin C and colloidal silver and extra things to boost my immune system, which is how I think I made it through 2020 without ever getting it. And I've only been sick once since 2019, I think. And that was when I first moved in here at the end of winter. That was the first, and I was so sick. But that's the first time I've been sick. Good morning, Swamp Picker. So I'm continuing to, turn on light switches with my elbow and walking around wiping everything down with Clorox wipes and hand washing. My hands feel raw. I've washed them so much, but so far I am not sick, and hopefully I will not get sick. So if you guys missed my video yesterday, I issued a challenge. And So my challenge was to thrift a book without reading the blurb, without opening it up, thrifting it based completely on the cover. So I am challenging all of you. Now, Mom, look away if you're watching. Look away. Do not look at this. I am challenging all of you to come up with a better cover thrifted book than the one that I found. I don't know how they got away with this, but my challenge to you is to thrift a book and show us that has a better cover than this one. Aw, hey, Catherine. Yeah, it's awful when you finally get. My grandma used to read books like this, except I don't remember any of her covers looking like that. Oh, so I'm challenging everyone to thrift a better book cover than the one that I found. Yeah, I think probably what I had when I first moved in here was probably COVID. None of us, we didn't have tests or the money to buy tests. And so we all just wrote it out. But that was the sickest I've been in years and years. It was at the end of, the winter of this year. Yeah, my mom uses a neti pot, but my dad and I, we have sensory issues with the neti pot. Can't do it. So 2 weeks. We are in the 2-week countdown to celebrating my 3-year anniversary of live sales on my channel. And I did pick up a couple more items for the giveaway box when I was at the flea market. And I don't know how many items I'm up to now. I do not have a uranium item. I have not been able to thrift a uranium item to put in there. I was hoping to, but I haven't been able to. Obviously, there's going to be something that is green glass because that's my favorite color of glass. There's going to be something that's cat related. Maybe something bookish in there. So the giveaway box is going to be items that I love, collect, or love to buy for resale. And all new items. These are not items that I had up for sale that didn't sell. These are all items I purchased specifically for the giveaway box. And all you have to do to be entered is to be here on Wednesday in 2 weeks. That's the 30th. And I will do the giveaway probably midway through because I know some people can't get here immediately. But just going to do a giveaway because I appreciate you guys. Got to get out and get at least a couple more things. It's all smalls, I will tell you that. There's going to be a box of all smalls, but mostly vintage items in there. And just thank you guys for always being here and supporting me. I appreciate you. And we are going to get started on the sale today. And if you saw my haul, you know I've got a lot of items today, and finding that Viking, that was very cool and right in time for Christmas. That green looks so pretty at Christmas. I love, love, love Viking glass. Love it. That and depression glass are my two favorite types of glass. I know some people really like Murano glass, or I don't. Viking for me is where it's at. Glass that looks like candy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. And if you're just coming in and, oh, sure, Catherine, absolutely. If you've got something small, I will, I don't think you have my current address. I need to fix my address in Pirate Ship because it's still showing my previous address in Pirate Ship. Not that that matters because it's my niece's house and would eventually get to me anyway, but I need to update that. Awesome, Catherine. Also, in case you haven't heard, for the resellers that ship through Pirate Ship, they are telling us that the post office prices will not be going up for us for this holiday season unless the package is over 20 pounds or is shipping to a military address or somewhere out of the lower 48. So almost everything I ship, like 99.9% of everything I ship, is less than 20 pounds and is all lower 48. So it looks like post office prices through Pirate Ship will not be going up this holiday season. So that's wonderful news. Okay, we are going to jump in with a little bit of Avon. And this is a good sized jar. I loved how well the bird and flower image. I know, Alice. Isn't that ridiculous? The bird and flower image, but this is the one, picked it up in a dark garage, and I didn't see that it does have a chip on top. Can definitely feel the chip. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, and I don't think I told you guys, my youngest son will be going into, I think, the Air Force in January. I think. I'm bad with details, but I think that is, and both of my brothers served, and my uncles, both my grandpas, I have a female cousin who served. So it, we are a strong military family. And so it does not surprise me that my youngest decided to do that. Of course, as a mom, it scares me to death, but he could get run over by a bus across the street today. So I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to worry like we moms like to do. So the inside's nice and clean. And I do not know what this originally held. Here's the lid. There's just a rough spot on the lid, but not a big chip or anything. Just makes me sad that the very top of that was dinged. But because the top of that was dinged, you could have this sweet little jar for just $5. $5, number 10 on the Avon jar. Next up is the second piece that I didn't realize. Oh, thanks, Catherine. Did not realize it had a chip because this was a different dark garage. I need, because I already carry a black light with me, I need to carry regular flashlight with me, I think. Because it's so hard to see in a dark garage or even the flea market. The building they do that in is very dark. So let me show you the chip. Here's the chip right there. I think you can see it pretty clearly. But it's a little tidbit tray. And I thought it would be perfect for Christmas. Did you guys do you make divinity? Did you like divinity? Did your grandma make it? My grandma used to make divinity. I loved it. No one else in my family does. And it's a lot of work. So I don't make it anymore because it's a lot of work and I'm the only person that likes it. But I thought divinity would look beautiful on here, and so would fudge. Such a pretty tray for Christmas. We're looking at 7 1/4 inches wide. My mom hates it. She hates divinity. It's only $5 as well because of the chip. $5, number 27. Next up, this little guy. He is hand painted and made in occupied Japan. Originally, he would have come with a little girl also wearing a coat. I love the little details on him. And he's just darling. His little face is painted so well. No chips, no cracks that I could see. And he is 3 1/4 inches tall. And I thought he'd look really good in a Christmas display or a winter display. If you do like a blue and white glass display with little figurines, this guy would fit in perfectly. He is going to be $6, number 48. $6, number 48. I believe that divinity is made with corn syrup. It's a white candy. But it's been so many years since I've made it, I don't even remember. And I used my grandma's recipe when I made it. Next up, little lavender tea light candle holder. I just got it because of the color. I did find one that was verified from the 80s. So it could be from the 80s, or it could be a copycat of the ones from the 80s. Here's the bottom. And I did give it a good scrub, so that is age staining on the bottom. And it is going to be $8, number 30. $8, number 30. This one I love. My mom still, even though we have scaled back the holidays so much, my mom still will start cooking or baking cookies and making candy at the beginning of December, and then she freezes it and then brings it all out which my dad loves. I swear last year, Dad and I both put on 5 pounds in December. Because, of course, we had to taste test everything. Next up is my very, very derpy cat. He could be a little planter. He could be a toothpick holder. And I submerged him. He got a good scrub. So the rest of the black that is left on him will not come off. So I don't know why he lost the black that he did. And the rest is stuck on there for all time. I don't know. But his green eyes, oh, he's obviously yelling for his breakfast. Obviously at 5 o'clock in the morning. And he's very, very stinking cute and derpy. He gives me Halloweeny vibes. Good morning, Monica. My mom's got a chest freezer, so everything goes into the chest freezer. He's 3.5 inches wide, and tallest point, we're looking at just over 2.5 inches tall. Here's the bottom. Unmarked, but probably Japan. And he is $8, number 82. Good morning, Eileen. $8, number 82 for the derpy cat. Next up, I cannot believe I found 2 more pieces of Italian pottery. Oh, and I still didn't get the wax off of the bottom of this. Let's see if I can get the scrape it off with my fingernail. So this actually was used as a candle holder. It did have wax on it. Oh, there's still a little bit left. Thought I'd gotten it all. I did not. But here she is. Very pretty. Here's the base. And then Italy. It stands 6.5 inches tall. And it does have one very, very old chip right here. But when you've got it displayed this way, the chip is at the back and you don't see it. And this little piece of Italian pottery, $10. $10, number 15. Oh, thanks, Eileen. This is the necklace and earrings that Roxanne got me. And they are uranium glass. Then I think my daughter gifted me my brooch, maybe. Or maybe it was my mom. Don't remember. But it's a black cat. Because it's Halloween time. Next up. Oh, thanks, Monica. Got a little piece of Christmas. It's a Holland mold made in 1972, and it was made by Ed. Ed did such a good job. It's the size. 10 inches long. At its widest point, we're looking at 7 inches. Now, this does have a tiny flea bite right there. But I thought I'd bring a little bit. Hi, Nani64. Thought I'd bring a little bit of Christmas to you. We are almost in the season. Could not believe I went into Gabe's and they have already switched over to complete Christmas and hardly any Halloween kind of stuff left. Crazy, crazy. $10. $10, number 3. $10, number 3. Next up is this super fun piece. It is a vintage Amish doll, and her eyes do work. See, I'm opening and closing there. And she comes with this little stand. And this does have the, I think it says patent pending on it. But this was a Knickerbocker Plastic Company stand. And it's got the metal spring here. So her little feet go under the metal spring. And then she will stand. And she is 6.5 inches almost. $10, number 18 for the little vintage Amish doll. $10, number 18. I thought it was cool. It still had her original stand. Next up, how about some pottery from England? This gorgeous creamer. And this has a very involved mark on the bottom, but it is Gray's Pottery, made in Stoke-on-Trent in England. And it does have very fine crazing throughout it, but you cannot see the crazing. It's the size, so just a little creamer, but absolutely stunning. Thanks, Catherine. I thought it was beautiful. No chips. Show you that bottom one more time. And it is going to be $12, number 36. $12, number 36. And we will stay in England for this one. I've got a little bit of Royal Adderley flowers. And guys, I cannot find a chip on any of these. And I don't know how everybody else ships these, but I squish a bunch of tissue paper over this before it gets bubble wrapped. So hopefully I can ship it without doing any damage to the flowers because it's in gorgeous shape. It's got Royal Adderley there on the bottom. And I do believe this says Floral of the Month. Yeah, Floral of the Month. So I think that they made 12 different ones of these. It's this size. So we're looking at almost 4 inches tall. And this one's going to be $15, number 81. Set it back down very carefully. $15, number 81. And we're still staying in England because I just think this is stunning. Stunning. I do not normally buy cups and saucers, but look at how gorgeous this is. So no chips, no cracks. Here's the bottom. And this is Hammersley & Co. Bone China teacup. And the gold, all of this is gold. Gold trim there, you can see. And it's just, it's stunningly gorgeous. So this beauty, $15, number 52. $15, number 52. We'll set that back down carefully. And found another piece of Waterford. I love Waterford crystal. This is a little heart-shaped dish. does have the Waterford engraved right here above my finger. It's this size. So widest point 4.5, longest point 4.5. So it's 4.5 by 4.5. Heart shaped. It's nice and heavy. It is Waterford crystal. And I couldn't find, I found a couple of these for sale, but I could not find the name of the pattern. So $18, number 42. $18, number 42 for another piece of Waterford crystal. This has been a Waterford year for me. Now, I do have some items that I showed 2 weeks ago. Every single one of these has taken a price cut. So if I'm showing it again from 2 weeks ago, it is at a lower price than it was. So first up, we've got the Roseville. This is the Snowberry pattern. And it is a little handled dish. It's the size. And here's the bottom. So we are looking at, from handle to handle, 7.5 inches, but the actual bowl part, 6.5 inches. So a little Roseville pottery. And this week it is only $20, number 58. $20, number 58. Oh, how about my Viking? Jolly Rancher goodness. It's just so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I don't know if forced to only collect one glass from the rest of my life, would it be Viking or would it be uranium glass? I don't know. That would be a difficult choice. Okay, 8.5 inches across. And we're looking at 5.5 inches tall. Catherine is going to take, oh, the teacup. Thank you, Catherine. No chips, no cracks. It is in beautiful, beautiful condition. Not even the little like scratches sometimes. Good morning, Halen Vintage. Not even the like scratches it gets on the inside from just having stuff tossed on. It's in beautiful condition. And it is $25, number 61. $25, number 61. For the Viking fruit bowl compote. Oh, and Roxanne's gonna take it. Yes, it's the necklace and the earrings. Good morning, Kendra. I wear it every chance that I get. And I just walk around with my black light in my hand. So anybody that's seeing me in real life is seeing me do this. I love it so much. Okay, next up is, now I'm going to butcher the name, but it is the Mimi di Nishimo brooch. And the back is marked Mimi D-I-N. And I almost did, Alice, and then I'm like, but then I'd be messing with it the whole time. Good morning, Bonnie. checking my thyroid. Okay, so this, it was so cool because she was a designer. She went to school for this, for metalworking, to learn how to do this. She started in the 60s and then designed to the mid 90s. And she did work with Whiting and Davis. She worked with Brania. I don't know how you say that company. So some of her pieces will be marked with Whiting and Davis alongside her Mimi DN, and some will be marked Brania. Her jewelry was featured on covers of Vogue and Harper's Bazaar in the 60s and 70s. She designed for the Duchess of Windsor. She designed for Jackie O. She is more known for her belt buckles, which were, you could interchange them with different belts. So her jewelry does go for a very pretty penny. And these big pieces like this with the stones and all. But this one is only going to be $50, and I'll tell you why. There are two reasons. There's no way you guys are going to be able to see it, but inside, oh yeah, you can see it. That's a dead stone. That rhinestone, clear rhinestone at the point of this one is a dead stone. And then the curve on one of these pieces has been, I don't know, like smushed a little bit. I can't even, there's no way to show you guys, but the curve is not as curvy as it should be. It should be rounded up like it would, you could fit a pencil under it, and it's a bit flattened. So it's this big. It is very big. We are looking at 3 inches by 3 inches. So it was cool to learn about this jewelry designer. And it's $50 today, number 38. Hi, John Robert. And if I missed you guys coming in, hello. Thanks for being here. So $50, number 38. Next up, the McCoy planter from 2 weeks ago has taken a markdown. So it has this leaf pattern and this gorgeous quilted pattern. It's in this aqua color that's leaning more toward green. Got our McCoy there on the bottom. It was used as a planter, and that's not a crack. That is the glaze. That's not a crack, just so you know. But I spent a lot of time cleaning the dirt, and I think I got it pretty clean. And this is a small planter. We're looking at 3.5 inches. The size. But no chips, no cracks. McCoy, and it is $20 and number 44. $20 and number 44. Next up is my second piece of Italian pottery. And to me, this looks like the beach, the sand and the water. Here's the inside of the creamer. Here is the bottom. So this is Peasant Village. And it's this big. So 3 inches to this point, its highest point from the bottom, 3 inches tall. Whoever came up with this concept, love it. Love it. $15, number 57 for the Peasant Village Italian creamer. It looks like it came straight from the ocean. Next up is my little Hawaiian souvenir doll. Here's the bottom. And she's got this little seashell necklace. Her face is painted in the Bradley style, which I thought was really cool. But like, it feels like coconut husk or something. And her little hat looks like a leaf from a palm tree. She is almost 7 inches tall. And I've had to hide her so my cat does not go after her. She keeps trying to go after her with her little feathers here on top. Oh, there's a fly in here. I want you guys to see how stinking cute she is. And she is $12, number 49. $12, number 49. Next up is the Waterford crystal candlestick that I had 2 weeks ago. This is Marquee by Waterford. And the pattern on this one is the Flora pattern because it looks like a flower. Absolutely gorgeous. We all know the other one probably shattered into a million pieces, which is why I was able to find this one. 10 inches tall, and it is marked down to $18, number 56. $18 this week, number 56. Next up, I think this is probably Viking as well, but the color is obviously a lighter green. This is more like an apple green. Very polished bottom, but it has a flea bite chip right here above my finger. Right there. It's the size. So from edge to edge, we're looking at a little more than 6.5, and widthwise, little less than 5.5. So little nut bowl. Now it has my fingerprints all over it. This does have some scratching in the glass, as if somebody tossed keys or jewelry into it over an extended period of time. So it is only $10, number 5. $10, number 5. Thanks, John Robert. I was pretty sure it was Viking. $10, number 5. Next up is something fun. This little, I think it looks like a capybara. And it says Victoria, Australia. It's imprinted there in the bottom. It's heavy. I cannot tell what this is made out of. It's cold. It feels like stone. So I'm guessing it was a souvenir piece from Australia. But he's a fun little guy. He's this size. Lengthwise, 2 3/4. Height-wise, 2 inches. So, little capybara from Australia. $10. $10, number 16. $10, number 16. Next up is the Antique Fenton Marigold Carnival Glass. This bowl is one of the first things they made. It's the 6-inch bowl. And this is the Persian medallion pattern. And I'm pretty sure that this is antique. This is not the reproductions that they did later on. because those were marked with the Fenton imprint on them. And this one is not. I've had the Persian medallion in the bigger version that was probably from the 70s. But I'm pretty safe to say this was an original antique piece. It has taken a markdown to just $10. $10, number 8. $10, number 8. Next up is the last hair receiver that I've got. This one was unmarked. Has a super pretty floral pattern. Gold trim around here. See, unmarked. And this one is a nice size. It's just a touch over 3 3/4 inches wide. Unmarked hair receiver. And this one is taken a markdown to $8, number 55. $8, number 55. Next up, another bit of Fenton. This is the Fenton hobnail toothpick holder. No chips, no cracks. It is in stunning condition. It is marked Fenton there on the bottom. It's this big. And they did have a candle in here because I had to clean wax out of this one. It is taken a markdown to $8, number 37. $8, number 37 for a little bit of Fenton. Next up is the unmarked butterfly brooch. And this one has that purple stone in the center, some blue stones, and some lavender, I think. Yeah, lavender. It is at its longest point 2 1/4, at its widest point almost 2. So unmarked butterfly brooch, 2x2. So it is a nice size with a bunch of different colored rhinestones in it. It has been marked down to $8, number 93. $8, number 93. Next up, the 3 card rule books from the 1950s. 2 of these are from 1950, and I think one was from 1952 or 55. I can't remember. 1955. So I think these 2 were from 1950. This one was 1955. So the first one is the official rules of card games, fun with games of rummy, and then 150 ways to play solitaire. And you will get all 3 for $6, number 46. $6, number 46. And don't forget, guys, in 2 weeks, mark your calendars, 2 weeks is my 3-year anniversary giveaway. We'll have a sale that day, but we will also give away the box probably about halfway through. We'll do the giveaway. You do have to be here to enter. Next up is the little green glass shoe. This has scroll work. It has a bow, no chips, no cracks. This is smaller than the cat shoes. We're looking at 4.5 inches. It's taken a markdown to just $6. $6, number 98. And this beautiful green glass shoe can be yours. And then last for today is the Sarah Coventry flower brooch. And this one is also a nice size. Thanks, Eileen. And it can be used as a pendant. So Sarah Coventry flower brooch. This one is taking a mark down to $5, number 24. $5, number 24. Does anybody want to recap today of the things from the beginning? All right, Bonnie says yes, so we will do that. First up, I had the Avon milk glass jar that does have a chip on the top. That was $5, number 10. It's this size. $5, number 10 for a little bit of Avon. Had the pink glass. I love Sarah Coventry. It's my favorite too. Hi, Donna. This had the chip right here that I did not see in the dark garage, but this pink peachy glass tidbit tray. Just $5, number 27, because of the chip. $5, number 27. We had this darling boy. Hand painted, made in occupied Japan. He would have had a sister. There was a little girl figurine that would have gone along with them, but I think he would, that stupid fly. I think he would look really cute in a winter display. So if you're someone who does a blue and white glass display, you could pop him right into your winter glass display, and I think he would look so cute. He is only $6, number 48. Have the lavender tea light holder that I cannot tell you how old it is. I did find one that was from the 80s, but this could be a, you know, a reproduction of the ones from the 80s, but I love the color. $8, number 30. Had to get it because of the color. And I had to pick this guy up because it's Halloween. And he's screaming for his breakfast. So, cat beside a hat. And the paint loss here, like this paint, I submerged him and gave him a scrub to get the dirt off of him. This paint didn't move. So I don't know why he lost half of his paint and the other half isn't going anywhere, but he did. $8, number 82. We've got the Made in Italy candlestick. Marked right there, Italy. This has a very old small chip right here. Just want you to be aware of that. And it is $10, number 15. $10, number 15. Next up was the Holland Mold Christmas dish. And Ed did this one in 1972. And this one also has a very tiny little flea bite of a chip right there. It's hard to see. But tiny little flea bite of a chip, which obviously you do not see when you look like this. Number 30 and number 44. Okay, let me write that down, Eileen. $6.44. The McCoy planner. Okay, I have you down for the McCoy planter and the lavender tea light holder. Thank you, Eileen. All right, Holland mold Christmas dish. $10, number 3. $10, number 3. I want to get some of those peppermint, the candy cane Hershey Kisses, which I haven't seen them in the store yet, even though so many places have Christmas stuff out. They don't have those out yet. And I want to put them in there. I think that would look so pretty in that dish. Had the vintage Amish doll with her vintage stand. She was $10, number 18. The Made in England creamer. And this is Gray's Pottery made in Stoke-on-Trent. And there is very fine crazing all throughout, which you cannot see on camera, but it is there. And does anybody know, is this finish a specific kind of finish? Because that's not gold. Here's the bottom. No chips, no cracks. And that is $12, number 36. $12, number 36. And I see Donna for number 18. Let me take a look at that. Oh, the Amish doll. Awesome, Donna. Next up, hi Kim, how are you? Oh, that stupid fly. The Royal Adderley flowers, and I could not find a single chipped or broken leaf or flower. So made in England, it's Royal Adderley, and it looks like they made one of these for each of the months. This was the flora of the month. And it is $15, number 81. $15, number 81. Set that down. Oh, that stupid fly. Ah, it's making me crazy. Next up, we had the Waterford Heart Dish. Waterford Crystal. No chips, no cracks. And that was $18, number 42. The Roseville in the Snowberry pattern. This one's taken a markdown from what it was 2 weeks ago. So it was only $20. $20, number 58 for a little piece of Roseville pottery. We had the Mimi Di Nassimi brooch. And this one is $50, number 38. $50, number 38. And guys, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea if I'm pricing this correctly. There were 2 sold comps at like 100 and 120 on similar pieces. So I don't know. $50, number 38. As you guys know, if they don't sell, they go back up at a cheaper price. And some of this stuff, though, never comes back in because I sell locally. Somebody will contact me locally and say, hey, I want that piece. I already had somebody locally want the Viking, but because I had shown it in my preview, I was like, no, it's got to go into the live sale. I'm sorry. So that was already had a backup on it if nobody bought it today. So, you know, I never know about the prices, especially on something like that, where I had to learn so much about it. It was such a cool piece. Okay, next up was the Italian pottery creamer. This one is Peasant Village. I just love it. I don't know how they did that to make it look like sand with water swirling through it. No chips, no cracks. And this one is $15, number 57. Thanks, guys. $15, number 57. Next up was the Vintage Hawaiian Souvenir doll. And she is $12, number 49. Oh, my cards want to slide. Had the Waterford crystal candlestick. Still has its original sticker. It's marquee by Waterford. And the flora pattern, $18, number 56. Had the small Viking dish. This one has a flea bite chip right here. Right there, right above my fingernail. So a little nut dish, and because of the chip, it's only $10. $10, number 5. And I think everything else everyone has seen. So that is all I have for today. So 2 weeks, and we will do our giveaway box. I'm so excited about the things that I picked for it. It's almost all smalls, but that means you get more items in the box since I bought a bunch of littles for it. You guys have a great day. I am enjoying the cooler weather, although yesterday it rained on and off all day long. Today it's not raining right now. It's just cooler. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.